10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here comes the 2 to the 3 and
if you put 2 and 2 together, you will see what our friendship is for. Hey, oh yeah.
Got it, grab your phone, let's get keys. I got
5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be?
6 in the morning, police at my door.
7, 7, 7.
Hey yo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top.
Even though I'm out on bond and might be facing Nate's.
Oh yeah.
Finger on the trigger, hand on my knob.
Mac 10, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Like 12 come.
Wait a minute. Stop the music, man. What's all this I'm hearing about the Mikey Justice show?
You mean to tell me that you haven't seen the Mikey Justice show?
Nope. What's it about?
Bruh, let me tell you, it is outstanding.
Okay. Well, what it's about?
Man, they working to change gun laws, end racism, and stop opioid addictions.
Okay, and what else?
They have fun and they give away money. Real money.
So why people ain't calling in?
Man, I just don't know.
Oh man, you know what? I think I know what it is.
Y'all don't even know what time it is, do you? Sure. 7:25.
Wrong. Well, all right. 7:30, same thing. Wednesday nights on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms. The Mikey Justice Show.
You don't want to miss it.
Hey, this is Mikey Justice, and on behalf of the Mikey Justice Show, I would like to wish you and yours a very happy and safe Merry Christmas.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The 12th place of Christmas were brought to you by the Mikey Justice Show and the number
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's 12/25, 2024. And now that y'all full from all that old turkey ham or whatever the hell you ate, it's time for the Mikey Justice Show. And it starts now.
Well, not right now, but
Oh, well,
Pretty
I guess
soon.
it don't start right now.
I
then.
guess starting now.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary
There have been about
sometimes.
380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. Who don't want to miss it? There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be mad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I'm announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now. All right, y'all. It is Christmas Day, 12/25/2024. And it's time for the Mikey Justice Hour.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Phil?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm just chilling. Got old Jay Wise checking in. Merry Christmas, my brother.
Yes, sir. We decided to go ahead and do a show for everybody, man. We know we got some loyal people out there that be watching for us and depending on us, so we didn't want to let you down. We might take off the first of the year, but we wanted to do something for y'all for Christmas.
For Krillman.
Yeah, buddy. Merry Christmas to you, my brother.
Merry Christmas, my brother. Oh, okay.
Wake up over
well,
there.
you know, you never know around these parts, man.
Yeah, man.
Christmas controversial, brother.
Well, only thing I got to say to that, to each his own, man. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking about all the people, man, that that I went back and forth with about the whole voting thing and everything. And just like they were saying that it's their right to vote or not to vote.
Mhm.
I feel like, man, whether you want to chill with your family, you do the holiday or whatever, that's your choice. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I mean, what's good for the goose? If it's people's right and people's choice to do whatever they want to do, then let it be that.
Yeah,
It's your
all
choice.
across the board.
I work today, man. What kind of day you have, my brother?
I did not work today.
Give me a little bit in my headphone.
All right.
You did not work
I
today.
did not work today.
I worked yesterday. I worked Monday. You know, holiday time, man. They
Yeah,
be
man.
real busy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't stand it, man, because they played it raw. They were supposed to turn them to-go orders off. You hear me? They did the last couple of days, but they didn't today. But the only thing that helped us out is we do have a special holiday menu.
Okay.
So that made it
so
a little
you
bit
can't
better.
get everything.
No, you can't get everything. You hear me?
Yeah.
But like I said, bro, you better do some prep and be prepared. Good luck trying to make 60 turkey dinners with 2 microwaves.
Yeah, man.
Just bad math. It don't work too good. You hear me?
Yeah, you know, like we was talking, man. I was very surprised at how many people eat out on these holidays,
Yeah,
man.
my man said he tried to go to Cracker Barrel on Thanksgiving, like 2-3 hour wait. You hear me?
Yeah,
Man, we
and
had
they
to
was
be
proud
running
to
a
say
good
it.
like 40-50 minute checks, but you know, on the holiday we the only thing open, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, the to-go orders, man, I didn't like it because to me it was kind of like cheating. You hear me?
Mhm.
If everybody gotta wait, then you should have to wait too.
Right.
It's like when you call in, then your stuff on the screen and it's immediately getting cooked. It's like you just jumped the whole line.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody's you ain't sat down, you ain't waited on nobody to come get your stuff.
And then you had all the super slick people that would come in there, you know, order and then say they gotta go, or it's taking too long, make it to go, so they wouldn't have to wait and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's just the slick move. And then I thought about it like this: like we run 2 sides and 2 screens, like a dual kitchen.
Mhm.
So the one side was just getting there's nothing but to go orders, and all the rest was us just all the waiters and all the tables that they was putting in. You hear
Right.
me?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, with them having to pay everybody time to have, if they was really about the paper, they could have saved some money by just having a couple of people there cook
Mhm.
nothing but to go orders. You hear me?
Right.
Because it wouldn't have changed the money that the restaurant made.
Mhm.
The tables that, you know, the being in the restaurant and waiting on tables only allowed those employees to make
Like the
tips.
service or whatever.
Yeah, service to make tips and stuff like that. But other than that, they could have just left everybody off like they did the rest of these jobs. You know, let
Mhm.
everybody chill with their family or do whatever they was gonna do. If they were just gonna have all nothing but basically to go orders. You hear me?
Right. Yeah.
It's like 10-1 to go order to somebody coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was still busy like that, but man, it was crazy.
Yeah. So the people that showed up to wait tables, they ain't really getting no opportunity to make no money for real, huh?
Not really, man. And as busy as it was, you still had people that left, man, saying that they barely even made $100. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
On like a weekend day, and I was a server for 3 years, man. You easily could make 150 to 300. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And especially on holidays like this, because I remember like being out front last year, and people was tipping people like $60 to $100, man, just
Right.
blessing them for
Just
the
for being
holiday,
there.
man.
Yeah.
That make me think about it. Now this year, I didn't get none of the blessings. We usually have people that come into the restaurant and they would just give pass out $50 bills and $20 bills to everybody.
Mhm.
But you know, I only work 2 days now, so I don't know. I might have missed it. Sometimes they come on the weekend. But
Right.
nobody didn't say nothing to me.
Yeah.
Usually they hand you an envelope with some money and all that. I wasn't looking for all
Yeah.
that,
Guy
man.
came in and none of that to do.
But a lady did walk in there before I left today. Bought 2 big whole boxes of cookies, talking about blessing everybody, and I was like one of the only employees still on the clock.
Right
So I
on.
took about 70 to 80% of those cookies with me. Sorry, y'all.
Right.
But yeah, man. Yeah, it was crazy though, man. But that was the one thing that was good about it, man. They took away all our little paid holidays. So I was like, man, I'll be darned if I don't get some of that time to have.
Right.
We only get that one. So I went on to work, man. Been having good days on that old food truck lately too, man.
Yeah, man.
My man old Joey came through, blessed me with a hell of an order.
Right.
I love it though, man. That thing is taking off, man. So yeah, that was our little 12 plays of Christmas. We did that last year, a year before, just having fun, man. And if y'all recognize what we was doing, we were just counting down 12 all different ways, man.
Yeah, man.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way on down. Just having a little fun, y'all. With that being said, man, it's Christmas. Any
Grandma.
Well, before we go on, you know what we got to do, man. I forgot about my people because I was like, man, everybody watching the basketball, eating a little turkey, they ain't tripping off us. But I know they might go back and watch us a little bit later. So what's up to family and friends, everybody that's watching, them Classical Junior Academy Cougars, them Sumner High School Bulldogs, and the people over at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School,
Yes, sir.
past and present. Yeah, man. While we on the subject of old Sumner, man, I seen that they had that old funeral service for old Gerald Cole.
Yes, sir.
They said it was supposed to have been online. I tried to click the link, but it never loaded up. It said the video wasn't available. Did you attend any of it, or did you get to see any of it?
No, I didn't get a chance to check it out yet. You know, the funeral was on Saturday, so you know we was kind of you know, rocking and rolling. But yeah,
Yeah.
I heard you know, that they did send him off right, you know, and they had a few you know, after events, the repass and things like that. You know, he was a well known, well loved guy. You know,
Yeah, man. I told you I ran into old Atum downtown. Another old Sumner Bulldog, man. He had a lot of good things to say about him. You know, they got a good little strong little foundation and clique. They little, you know, little Playboy clique, and you know they was they was like underclass, the greatest, so under us, man. But I like how they represented. Oh, Maurice Berry and Daryl Sandoz, all those cats.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Man, yeah. Now, to any old Christmas memories that you want to share, man.
Man, you know, I got a chance to talk about this at church, my brother. You know, I don't really remember like gifts and stuff like that. I just remember times that I had with family.
Okay.
You know,
well, any of them you want to share?
One of the ones in particular, I remember the one we always talk about, man, when we got together with the bros, man. And,
I thought about that all today, man. I was like, that used to be just the fun and stuff, man.
Yeah.
I was like, we was big old kids. I'm talking about all the way up to good late 30s till we got 40, man. We used to every year go out with our brothers and be curling. And when I say brothers, man, we mean brothers from other mothers.
Yeah.
But we have like a fraternity type thing. I mean, we got some really serious friends and brothers that we've been down with since grade school, kindergarten. So we real strong with them. And every year we usually go around and we sing, we curl, we ride all together. We usually hit the studio, record a song together.
Yeah.
Remember our meal of choice every year?
Yeah.
What is our meal of choice?
Hot wings, my
hot
brother.
Wings. Yes, sir. Every Christmas. Christmas, we don't eat turkey and ham. We go somewhere and make cheeseburgers and hot wings.
Yes, sir.
And we go to the studio, lay down a song, hit the road for a road trip, and we curl, rap, and sing the whole way.
Yeah.
And we look like 6 to 8 little kids in the car,
Right.
all together, piled up, and we have a great time.
Yeah, doing what we want to do.
Yeah, so I know that they somewhere watching, man. I would say what's up to my brother Bo.
Yes, sir.
My brother Jamal.
Yes, sir.
My brother Jerron.
Yes, sir.
Who else, man? My brother Reggie.
LL Spade.
Yeah, all the brothers, man.
Yeah.
My brother Jerry. Old Pack Lawton. What's up, man? Merry Christmas to you. And anybody else that we forgot, man.
And our sister Angela Anderson.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know, for sure. She has declared herself the only female that is a member of our clique. You heard
For sure.
Like often imitated, never duplicated. She say it's some that can be associates and be close to the clique, but they ain't in the clique.
Yeah.
She say she's the original. So what's up, Miss Angela Blaze Anderson? Merry Christmas to you. Stories, man, that I like to share, man, all the time, man. You know, I always talk about that eating that old chili mac and watching Wizard of Oz at my granny house.
Yeah.
Till you throw up, getting fat, eating snacks.
Right.
Yeah, man. I miss that. Just good times. You hear me?
Yeah.
And us being super, super spoiled, man, and just getting everything under the sun, man. You hear me?
Yeah, Granny ain't play.
No, man. I mean, there was them old times. There was still grandmama and big mama days. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like now, I like the fact that it's not so commercialized and it's not all about the gifts anymore. But damn, come on, man. It's been a little time with the kids and the family, man.
Right.
Man, I don't know if I'm just done got old and won't and sound like I'm hating or something, man. I can't stand that younger generation, man. You hear me? No, honestly, man, I just get tired of seeing people that's not ready to grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They be missing their kid time too much, still trying to hold on to theirs, you know?
Yeah.
When you see people still 30 and 40, man, throwing up gang signs and you know,
just
we grew up off
of
of rap, so I ain't got no problem with you rapping, but then you got to bang, shoot them up on every song, throw up your set.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing about nothing positive. You still out here trying to have half your butt hanging out and be all super cool and all this and that. And then you wonder why you have a poor relationship with your kids. Come on, man. You know, these baby mamas is not playing with you little ninjas. They not finna send little Tommy with you with all that mess
right
on social media and all that other stuff, man.
Yeah, too hot right now. You're too hot.
You know, them old games coming on, man. I'm check my boy O'Brien out a little bit. Maybe we could catch a little bit of that once we get off this air.
Yeah, man, it's supposed to be popping off right about now.
I was checking out Celtics and the Knicks, man. Your boy Jason Tatum was all over the court, getting them good old rebounds, man.
Yeah,
scoring them points.
That's a underrated part of people game, man. That they don't really
they don't understand that, man. I was seeing them tapping the ball to people, making deflections and all that. And not to really brag about myself, but I remember when I used to play that game and make a lot of things happen, boy. They didn't understand how much, I was affecting the game. Except for people that really knew how to play that game. And don't let that size fool you. Anybody that's seen me, check my track record, boy. I'm top 10 crossovers of all times. I had the crazy shake 'em ups and handles, but it is what it is.
Yeah, got a few ankles out there.
I done caught a few bodies, but it is what it is. Let's see, man. 2024, man, is about to come to an end, my brother. Man, what the hell do you think about this year, man? I was trying to do it. I was like, man, we didn't really have time to put together no real super fancy show, y'all, and nothing real cute. I told him, I was like, man, I started writing up something. I was like, man, no, it's the end of the year, so we gonna do what we supposed to do, do a year in review,
right,
and kind of take a look at where we've been this year, man, and what it's been.
Yeah.
What do you remember, man? When the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about 2024, man?
Honestly, man, it's war.
Yeah, I mean, I got a list of things that I was going to talk about, man. And Israel, Hamas war, stuff like that is definitely one of the things that I definitely remember. All of the, the fighting and when it finally came to an end and all of that stuff. You heard me? Definitely. Joe Biden dropping out the election was a big story.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, female, African-American running, taking his spot and everything. All of that stuff was pretty big.
Yeah.
Anything else you think was really big and significant in 2024?
Of course, your man's getting re-elected to the White House.
Definitely, man. That's
very significant.
That has to trump all.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing about it, man. Are you preparing yourself, my brother?
Man, as much as I can prepare myself for anybody.
Week, the thumbnails was "Are you Trump ready?" And I was trying to really get people to understand what I was saying by that. You heard me? But I mean, I had to look at it on the bright side, man. I say it's Christmas. It's December 25th, 2024.
Yep.
So that means we officially got 26 days.
Yeah.
To you know who.
Oh man.
To your boy.
Yeah, to our boy. Let's see here.
What I said, what I called him last week.
you called his name out, man. You did a pretty good job. It was
DONALDTRUMP.
Yeah,
boy,
man.
Y'all know who that is? Not
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, but close to it.
Yeah.
It's about to be a circus. I said 26 days to the Donald. But
DONALDTRUMP.
And that means 26 days to America is great again.
We going back, baby. We going to the chip.
I said, boy, it's a lot of people that got their way, didn't they? Oh, Trump is back. Bacon is finna be cheaper. America's gonna be great again. You hear me?
Yeah.
I said my boy won. So it's a lot of y'all that got exactly what y'all was wishing for today. An old white Christmas.
Wow.
You win. You win. All you ho-ho-hos won today.
Wow.
Donald Trump is the president again. So gas is instantly finna be cheaper. Bacon. America gonna be great.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to it, bro. And the best part about it, we ain't even gotta wait. Dude say it's going down day
one, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
We getting this money.
Hey, y'all better pay attention to social media. They trying to take it away, shutting the TikTok down and all that is the first thing. I said they ain't gonna let y'all level that playing field. We should have been supporting each other, hitting that like button, that subscribe, and all of that. That's how we get that money. Like I said, why you think Elon Musk is his bestie?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He got some dope.
Exactly. You heard Scarface. It ain't all about the money. You got to have the money and the power.
Right.
Trump got the power. Elon Musk got the money.
The money.
He got the paper, dog.
Yeah.
Balling. You hear me?
For sure.
Yeah, so you know that's his bestie. Yeah, I don't know, man, but like they say, don't cry about none of it when it go down because we got a chance to get exactly what we wanted.
Yes,
And I was
sir.
like, man, dude is so freaking smart, man, because he used all those trigger words and said stuff that people wanted him to say. Like
Mhm.
later on, we're gonna try to show some of that interview that the guy from the Midas Touch interviewed Joe Biden on his way out, man.
Yeah.
And we just talking about you know how things should have been. Dude didn't say you know, he didn't try to congratulate him. He didn't try to really reach out to him. He didn't talk to him. He just the whole interview, man. I'm gonna let y'all check it out. Like just the madness and the foolishness and the craziness that it's about to be. I mean, a lot of things should have went a different way, but it didn't. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, we're gonna get off into that a little bit later, man. I want to, you know, say what's up to people like Luke Beasley and Adam Mockler,
Mhm.
Tennessee Brando, man. Like I said, they've been fighting real hard this year. Your boy, indisputable Rashad Ritchie, is that his name?
Rashad
Ricky
Ritchie.
Smiley
Yeah.
Morning Show, all those type of shows, man. They do real good work. They're trying to be fair all the way across the board, fight for people's rights. Don't have nothing to do with nobody's skin color. You know, like I said many times, the Luke Beasley, Adam Mockler, Stella Maggs, Tennessee Brando, some of those people, you know, they don't look like us, but I see them fighting just as hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then you got people that definitely look like us that fight all day, the Benjamin Crumps and people like that. Like I said, Rashad Ritchie, Ricky Smiley, always trying to keep that message and that point out there without, you know, crossing them lines and everything. And I just, you know, I appreciate that. I respect people that really try to stand up for what's right, man. Yeah, that's another thing that they were talking about, man. Just using them good trigger words and saying the right stuff, you know.
Mhm.
I just wanted to hear. I say I wish he would even lie, man. I never heard him say that he would be a president for all people. That's one of the things that Joe Biden points out in that interview that we're gonna show later.
Yeah.
Like I was just looking for him to say that, man, because you have to say that in a country that's so divided right now.
Yeah.
You got to let people know that, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing to fear, it's gonna be all right. But I said he's smart because I've noticed that lately, man.
Mhm.
Is it just me? People back to being nice to each other again, kind of like almost to the point like it was when Obama got elected. And it's because I don't know if it's real or fake, but that's what's been happening to me.
Mhm.
Like when I walk into places, those same white people that look down on you, that look like they're kind of scared or timid, when
Mhm.
you show them that love, you open the door for them, you act like you're patient. Like sometimes I'll be over there playing my little lottery numbers and somebody will come in and be like, can I check my ticket? Or you mind if I fill out my slip and all that? And, you know, I just
Mhm.
stand there and I'll be patient and they be like, oh, thank you. Oh, I appreciate your patience and this and that. You're
Yeah.
holding the door for people all day. You know, they like, oh, have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas. You hear me?
Yeah.
Coming over there, giving you hugs, patting you on the back when you win. And, oh, good luck, buddy. I see you doing your thing. And I'm like, man, it's like, since they know that we supposed to be divided and not get along, it's like they purposely go out their way to be extra nice to you.
Right.
So I was
not
like,
to let that happen.
yeah, to not let that happen. And I'm like, man, I see a lot of people feeling uncomfortable, but I see them actually trying. And I was about to say struggling, but not struggling. But I see them really trying,
Just making an effort. Yeah.
making an effort,
Yeah.
to really be cordial and be cool with people and
Mhm.
get along and be friendly, be nice. It's a lot different, man. So I was like, man, that's them not wanting that dude to fail or have bad results. He said it's gonna be better, so damn it, we gonna make it look like it's better. You hear me?
Right.
And I'm cool with that. Fake it till you make it, lie, do whatever you gotta do. Man. I was like, but it's just certain things you're supposed to do, and it's certain things you're supposed to say.
Right.
You're supposed to make them people feel 100% that you got their best interest at hand, at heart, or however they say it.
Right.
Where it don't be no worries, man. Because it's like, I mean, I want to see it. Make it great for who? If it ain't great for everybody, then it ain't great.
Yeah.
So,
Period.
all the way across the board, man. That's what I'm looking for. The man said he gonna do it. People, they looked at you like you was crazy, like Kamala Harris, that black me over him. This guy is great. He said this and that. Oh man, don't trip off the dude. And I'm really expecting it to be great, bro. Dude's supposed to be so much that guy that him with 34 felonies didn't matter. Him grabbing females by the private. Him talking, I'm looking, my little African American. Look at him.
Don't matter.
None of that don't matter, bro. Because he said he can. The groceries are too high. This and that, man. Like I said, they never talked about the part that social media play in it, and y'all never tried to enforce that point or highlight that point. So when y'all act like it don't matter and it didn't do nothing for you, and they find some sneak way of taking that away from you guys, don't be mad because you did not put enough emphasis on what that was doing for you in your life. Like we said, all that other stuff that they didn't talk about, man. We like, dude, every day we turn on the news, we seeing schools getting shot up. People with mental health issues. They always talk about opioid addiction. But when it come down to campaigning and who was going to run this country and be the next president, they said nothing about it. Nothing about the guns.
Like
nothing
it never
about
even
assault
happened.
rifles. Nothing about, and that's part of the stupid scare tactic in the way that they're brainwashing people's mind. And they just don't get it. You hear me? Man, if we don't do anything but vote, go to Capitol Hill, put different petitions on the ballot, and really stand up the stuff that I get chastised for, but I don't know no other way. And I'm not trying to, say that anybody's wrong for what they believe in. I'm just asking people, if you know a better way, educate your people and tell us, because we don't know. And I know one thing, that long as they go to the violence, man, the scare tactics, pull out the gun and argue about their Second Amendment right and finish and continue to shoot up rallies and schools and all that stuff, you hear me? Then we're never going to win. We're never going to win because people are too scared or too coward to step up. So if you scared of them bullets and you know that taking it to World War whatever, because when I put a number behind it, I always get chastised. So I just say war period.
Right. Hey, another war.
Come on, man. You're not going to win. There's their whole idea, man. They know that people that have a good heart and good conscience, man, are never going to resort to a violence. Martin Luther King and people that stood for the real stuff, man, they're never going to go that route.
Right.
I ain't talking about how many women he had, how much whiskey he drank, and all that personal stuff. I ain't talking about how far back his hairline is. I'm talking the man he is.
Now, wait a minute, brother. You talking about my hairline?
We said not too much foolishness or shenanigans, but we definitely will have some. But no, man, I'm just saying, there's no way they're gonna always go to the shooting up the schools, the assault rifles, the bump stops, and all of that stuff. Come on, man. Last week we talked about them just wanting to pass a law where you don't have to go to a licensed dealer to get silencers and all of that stuff, because they said that would drown out some of that noise because people getting tired of hearing all the gunshots at night. Nothing to address the problem.
Right.
You hear me?
Just cover it up so you don't hear it. Well, now you can get acquired a gun.
Well, you knew I was registered as a sex offender, so you shouldn't even hire me at working in no school around no kids.
No,
some of that. Well, if you know that I'm still out the register, if you make me a host, then why you didn't make me no dishwasher? It's everybody else's fault, man.
You set me up to fail.
Set me up for failure. Set me up for downstroke. Yeah, man. But just foolishness, man. So yeah, that's a lot of the stuff I remember on the local front, man. We lost Tammy Holland this year.
Yes, sir.
Who else we say, man, that was on the local front?
Ted Drews.
Yeah, Ted Drews. Yeah, man. Big time people, staples in the community. And of course we talked about Gerald and people we went to school with, man. Old boy, the young man that got killed on the highway, the hockey player Colin Brown. Yeah, big time story around as far as the local front go. And then we lost a lot of other big prominent people, man. And we'll try to get off into that a little bit later. Did we have any clips or highlights of anything that we done this year as far as the show?
We do. We got a couple, man. You want to just get into them? You want to set them up? Or
I mean, you probably know better than me. I know some of the stuff that on the fun type tip, but I don't know as far as really what did you want to showcase as far as the year in review, as far as the show. If you had anything on that tip.
As far as our serious topics, man, we didn't really get a chance to chop them up.
Well, I mean, I kind of remember like definitely, man, them not addressing like the gun situation always gonna
that
be
was
a
one of
big
them.
time topic
Yeah.
for me. You know,
Mhm.
and I remember us also discussing whether they should have the phones in the schools. That
Mhm.
was a big topic, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What is another thing that when we were talking about the security system and the way that they could stop the guns and everything from getting up in the school.
Right.
That was a big one for me.
Like that, for lack of a better words, the dead man lock on the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another big conversation that I remember us having was the police department not being equipped to fight the battles that's out here in the streets.
Yeah.
People got the assault rifles, the bump stop, and all they got is the little 9mm. I'm not for all the gun violence in the World War, the Wild Wild West, the back and forth.
Mhm.
But I am, I do respect the people that put their life on the line to protect us and protect this country. And I do feel like they should be more equipped to handle some of the situations that they're getting put in.
Yeah, what's
You hear
out there
me?
on the street.
I mean, you would think that the person who's trying to fight the crime and protect the people in the community should have more of the advantage than the criminal. To me, your 9mm against their AK-47 gives the criminal the advantage to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that playing field should be leveled a little bit more.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
think it's right.
people that argument that a criminal ain't gonna follow the law anyway. Yeah, but you make it harder to get. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, lazy is a very powerful thing.
Thank you.
Just having to do stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Raise a finger, lift a hand, whatever they call it,
Mhm.
spend $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Actually put some blood, sweat, and tears. It make a lot of people fall out. And
Yeah.
fall, it eliminate a lot of the BS.
Yeah, true story.
It do.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you'd be surprised just making people have to go through classes, get permits, getting it registered, even criminals.
Mhm.
It'll make people just look different, just move different. Just know that you just can't do anything you want to do.
Right.
It's some rules and regulations to what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's some of the stuff that I remember as far as like some of the more serious stuff that we tried to deal with as far as this year. Now, as far as like the fun stuff and highlights, I know you put a few things together on that tip. So I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you got queued up, man, you can run it for.
All right. Well, first, man, let's since it's real fresh, let's talk about old Donald here. When he made his trip to McDonald's.
Now he made several trips. Now I remember the one when he said that he didn't know that they scooped the fries out. And
Yeah.
they grabbed them with the bare hands. Anytime we talk about Trump and McDonald's, I like to advertise my little African burger, but we ain't gonna do that to my man. So, we're gonna be nice. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, man. So which clip was that? Because I remember he also had the clip when he said that Kamala Harris never worked at a McDonald's, and I showed a video from back in the day where she did work at McDonald's and she served Donald Trump.
Yeah, so that's the one we got, man. The one where we fact checked them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you want to run the clip again of Kamala Harris proof, the receipt that she did.
She did actually work at McDonald's,
and she did serve
Donald Trump.
Okay, we'll
Yes,
roll
sir.
the clip then, man. Wait, here at the Mikey Justice Show, man, we like to do a little bit of fact checking, man. So we went on our own, did our own research to actually see if Vice President Harris has ever worked at a fast food restaurant. You hear me? Bruh, this is never before seen footage. This is a Mikey Justice first, man. We not only have footage of her working at a fast food place, brother, but one day Donald Trump actually walked into the fast food place.
Yeah, man.
And Vice President Harris served him. So I don't know how he can forget that she ever worked at a McDonald's, man. Roll the video, man. Yeah, buddy. See, hey, man, I need George Wallace again, man. Donald Trump walked into McDonald's trying to confront Kamala Harris, and all hell broke loose.
Yes, sir.
That's still must see TV there, man. I mean, I have no idea how we're the only one who got footage of that video. I mean, that's just priceless right there, man.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I can 100% agree that Donald Trump got served that day.
Absolutely.
Hey.
You got served.
Hey man, what's your next clip, man? What else we had going on this year, man?
Well, you know, I one of my favorite guests, man. You got into a little hot water, you know, a little controversial thing going on with him, man.
Now, who is one of our favorite?
One of our favorite guests, man. One popular guy, you know. He had some things going on with him, you know. Old Unc himself.
Old Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And it's getting close to old playoffs and Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
You know, don't be surprised if Mr. Sharpe make an appearance on the Mikey Justice show. He usually do every year around Super Bowl time. So
yeah, man.
We'll be looking forward to that.
One of our peoples.
All right, but you got old Shannon, huh?
Yeah, man.
Right, man, we'll roll the clip. Give us a second. Yeah, he got to get verified too. We don't trust you, Mr. Sharpe. You know, you a little sneaky out here lately. All right,
we got him on.
Mr. Sharpe.
Hello.
All right, here you go. Joining us live is none other than Cliff Shay, co-host
Mikey Just.
And Hall of Fame tight end, Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Thank you for joining my show, Mr. Sharpe. How are you?
I'm all right, Mikey Just. Boy, good to hear from you again.
All right, man. Oh, well, first thing, I noticed that you're not with your man Skip no more, huh?
Yeah, Mike. You know, I'm on First Take now with Stephen A. I'm no longer with Skip.
Oh, you're not with Skip, huh? So what happened?
No longer with Skip.
So did you get the old pink slip?
Oh no, man. You know, I left on my own. You know, they ain't got me no pink slip. You know.
Okay. Well, what happened, man? Do you want to elaborate on it?
Well, I ain't gonna get too deep in it, but you know, the white boy was hating on me. You know, so I just had to dip.
You had to dip. Okay. I know who I'm talking to. Yeah, you know, I know you don't say nothing that don't rhyme with Skip. I thought now that you weren't with him no more that you would have, but I was like, I guess don't nothing rhyme too much with Stephen A. So you know, probably a couple more times before we get out of here, I'm gonna be Skip. Yeah, man. And while we on the subject of things being pink and slipping, because you said you didn't get the pink slip,
no, sir.
There's a lot of video surfing around, man, with you in some very compromising positions, Mr. Sharpe. What do you have to say about
Yeah, you know, Mikey Johnson. Now, you know, I'll get it in now. Now, you know, I'll get it in.
No,
so if you signed the video that I'm talking about, you know, I was in several compromising positions.
Yes, you were, Mr. Sharpe. You were
Yes,
in
sir.
several compromising positions.
Yeah, but you know, Mikey, just I was embarrassed. You know.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. A lot of people say it seemed like that you was kind of doing a little bragging to them. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen the video.
No, Mikey, just you know, I was a little embarrassed. You know, but you know, I've cried, and you know, it's time to move on.
Yeah, so you know that was old Unc, man. You know,
Man, there's nobody like Mr. Sharpe, man. One of my favorite guests. Anything else that you want to share from last year's show, my brother?
yeah, you know, it was you know, the one time, you know, people thought you had some beef with you know, President Trump, you know, like he didn't.
No, not me, brother. You know, I've gotten his full endorsement.
Yeah, you know, so I just want to just remind everybody, you know, how he feel about you, you know, so we could just play the audio, you know.
Oh, well, I mean,
Superstars of the world. Great guy. Mike Justice. Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
I forgot I was his little African.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, man.
that's how he feel about it, you know.
Look at him, huh?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
That's
Boy,
what he
you
said.
give me some shine. All right.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
Look at him,
Yeah, you know.
boy. Great guy.
Great guy.
Man.
Mike
All right.
Justice?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. What we got next, man? Okay. Well, that was our review right there. Let's see.
You want to get into
Yeah,
Tennessee?
while we got a little bit of time, man, I want to just show a little bit of Tennessee. Brando, man, like I said, dude, He just was just making a point to just let people know that if any of this stuff go down like he think, or they saying that it's gonna go down, that everybody wasn't laying down, that it was some people that were willing to fight. And the reason why he mentioned that, man, because he had that same argument like me, man. Before all this stuff started going down, I used to hear people talk about it all the time. I wouldn't have been no slave. I would have did this. And if they try to take my freedom and they try to do this and do that, you hear me?
Right.
Like I said, I've made the point several times. If you're too foolish, blind, or stupid to know that you're a slave, you're not going to do anything about it.
Right.
And it's happening to you right now. It's different times, you know. Like I told people, no, they're not spraying you with water guns anymore. They're spraying you with bullets. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same stuff going on. And these same people that's super tough with their family, their neighborhood, and everything else ain't not lifted a finger to try to do nothing to make their country and the people around them better. I know that might not be your responsibility, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Practice what you preach. If you about that life, you would have did this and that. You want to let it go down on your time. Well, we are a very divided place, and it's a lot of people who are trying to take away your freedom and everything. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? And I'm not saying necessarily you got to get tough or go to violent approach, but doing nothing,
yeah, not an option.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah,
and that's what people like Tennessee Brando, like, man, y'all got to understand what y'all just set yourself up for. And at the end of the day, he felt like being a man, he refused to allow his children or anybody to believe that it wasn't people that were really willing to fight for the cause. You hear me? So that's the whole purpose of me following him and showing his videos all the time, man, because it's like he on the same stuff I'm on, man. He don't appreciate the foolishness. He recognizes it, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Check him out.
But the hate mail has been way more since the election, and death threats have been more since the election than they were before. They're madder now, and they're more enraged now, and they won the whole damn thing. They have the presidency. He has the Supreme Court in his back pocket. They have the Senate and the House. And you would think, I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, you would think they would flex at us in their victory moment, but you think that would be the end of it, but it's not. And any time that I've ever tried to report the threats on social media, the platforms like Facebook just comes back and says that don't go against our community guidelines. And it's funny to me how that I have literally just made comments on a post jokingly. There's been times that I've quoted a movie and would get the comment removed because it violated a community guidelines post, and I was literally quoting Scarface or Sling Blade or something like that. Meanwhile, someone could say, I would love to watch someone stick a bullet through your head. And when I report that, when they say, we don't see anything wrong with that, I've had people send me pictures of themselves in their Klan robe holding an assault rifle and say, keep talking, liberal, and all these things. And it's like, well, we don't see anything wrong with that. He's just telling you to keep talking. And it's like, okay, I get it. No one is ever going to call that kind of bullshit out, and I'm just going to have to live with it. But myself and members of the Midas Touch Network and so many have received threats since the election, and more so since the election than we did before. I grew up in a poor county in southeast Kentucky. Okay, I went to a high school. I graduated with a 2.5 average, and I barely did that. I mean, I barely made it out, honestly. I think they just passed me to get me out of their face. I didn't have the best of grades. I don't have a college education. I never went any further than that. When I walked out of high school, I walked straight into dive bars, and I grew up in those, playing to white redneck audiences in my part of the world. I don't have the education that other people have, but I learned over the years to know when someone's talking down to me, and I've learned over the years when someone is playing me. And when I sit and watch a guy like Donald Trump and Elon Musk, I mean, they are the elite. It cracks me up when I hear people in my part of the world, they'll say the Clintons and the Obamas are elitist. What do you think Trump and Musk is? You don't think that's elite? That's as elite as you can get. It's a crazy world that we're living in, and there's people tells me, that they worry about me. My family worries about me and things of that nature. But I'm just going to be real with you guys, as real as I can possibly be. When I say this is my hill to die on, I mean it literally. Do I think I'm going to change everybody's mind? No. Do I think I'm going to win everybody over? No. Do I think I'll ever get to play music in my part of the world? No, and I don't want to. But I want I want this channel and I want every video I ever made to stand as a testament that I didn't buy into the bullshit. Because I've always sat and wondered, when I studied 1930s Germany, I always sat and wondered, what were people saying? Were there people speaking out against it? And I've always wondered too, in all honesty, how many people here in the South were blue dots during the Civil War? I mean, how many people weren't for that? How many people was like, wait, I don't want to be fighting on the side of this? They didn't have platforms to speak from, so we'll never know.
Man, like I said, bro, turn back up. Okay. Like I was saying, brother, I mean, if that's not what I've said over and over on this show,
yeah,
I've expressed when I with the LeBron the GOAT debate, how far people try to take it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And like I told you, I had people that went berserk because I used the word racism. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you're telling on yourself. I didn't call anybody in particular a racist.
Right.
I just said that I've experienced racism within this channel and this page. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get mad at you. And I'm like, no, you can't tell me because I'm speaking from experience.
Right.
I got the receipt.
I'm telling you what I experienced.
So what was the difference when he said you got people with shotguns and say liberal keep talking? I said that's no different than when people sending me pictures of dark black monkeys eating watermelon and picking cotton.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Right.
And then I received the same death threats, man. I mean, you think with me having way less followers, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I got more than 2, but I don't got millions like some people. You hear me? Man, you still a target just by trying to do something positive and speak the truth. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I love listening to that brother and watching his films because I can relate to him. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't go to no big major schools, colleges, or none of that either. But I feel like what you need to survive on this earth, you're not finna get from nobody's school, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's common sense.
Right.
That's common sense. It'll take you way further than anything else. You hear me?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say that Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson were some of the dumbest brothers walking.
Okay.
Prove it.
Right.
Prove it. Prove it. And we got a few minutes. You hear me?
Yeah.
I could tell you 10 ways that I think they smarter than you. But you might get in your feelings. But I'm just saying, man, you know what I'm saying? I can relate to brothers like that because I feel the same thing, man. And it's like I get those bad comments and people want to hate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the comments that we get on this show, they always hidden. You have to go back and unhide them because it's somebody always saying something ridiculous. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
Then when you troll them like they're trolling you, you see that the profile is blocked.
Yeah.
You don't have no pics, no posts.
Uh-huh.
It's AI, it's bots, it's all that old computer bull crap. You hear me?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like I was saying about LeBron. Today I try to put a post up. I say if people that appreciate how LeBron James play basketball and don't hate on them every 2 seconds or consider Bron sexual, then what do you call the people that keep his name and other things in their mouth 24/7?
Okay.
if me liking the way he play basketball makes me a Bron sexual because I'm no damn fool and I know what you're trying to say when you say Bron sexual.
Right.
So if me liking the way he played basketball make me a Bron sexual, you talk about this, man. It was one post on there talking about some what would your lady do if you brought up LeBron James or something in the middle of some type of intimate moment, and it was some type of way they call themselves throwing shade at them. And you know me, I'm like, man, that post hella zesty.
Yeah.
For one, if you with your lady and y'all in an intimate moment, why the hell are you thinking about LeBron James?
You might as well be sitting at
No,
home. Watch.
No. Don't, nope. That ain't for now.
I got you.
Exactly. But yeah, but I don't get it, man. So that was my thing right there. Like, I know you were trying to say something cute, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But if you in an intimate moment with your lady and the only thing on your mind is LeBron James, a 40-year-old basketball player, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And we gonna keep it at that.
Yeah, you got some problems.
But yeah, man, I mean, and when I put the post up there, it say that they had removed it, the administrators and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that I did is when it said, I said, if you don't hate him or hate on him, But you seen all the posts that I showed you where they like, oh, he's an effing loser,
Right, and
calling you all
yeah.
kind of N words, and you hear me,
Mhm.
and all this whole other stuff, talking to you all kind of sideways. They don't see the pictures of the cotton picking and all of that. You hear me?
Yeah.
But you better not say the word hate or call out the administrators. You hear me?
Right.
Oh, they could call you all kind of N words, effing loser, and all this stuff. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's fake, man. It's so ridiculous. You hear me?
Fake
And I've been
news.
trying so hard to get the whole demo shut down, man. I just hate all the garbage. So I feel my man. You hear me?
Mhm.
And yeah, it's gonna be those people that want to be like Mangione and all them and be superheroes and martyrs and go out in the blaze of glory, that whenever you speak out about what's real and talk about how racist this country is, it's gonna be people that are gonna threaten to take your life, and there's gonna be some that are gonna be foolish enough to even try.
Mhm.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So, I guess on that tip, you got to be like Martin Luther King, man. It's all about you being a man and what you stand for. You hear me?
Yeah.
I feel almost the same way, brother. I don't want to go down for the cause, but to sit there and, I mean, what's the difference? If you just let somebody just kill you, slowly and
Right.
take away your freedom, your life, what
Yeah.
you living for anyway? That's how I feel about it, man.
True.
So, yeah, so I ain't no puppet, bro. I ain't gonna lay down like that. It's just gonna be something all the way different. And did you hear what the guy was saying about people still sticking their chest out? Did you hear about all those people talking about how people prank calling them and giving them, trolling them all on the internet and talking all crazy? to
Yeah,
them?
it's hiding behind fake profiles and
Fake
stuff.
profile, sticking their chest out, feeling like, we high and mighty, we done won, we run the whole world, we trump everything, and it's exactly like that, because I've been seeing it myself. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was trying to say, man. Like, they were so ready to go to the violence and the scare tactics and all the bull crap because they just knew that he wasn't supposed to win, and they didn't think that they were going to win.
Right.
And I've told you, I've even heard people, even his own cronies or whatever, say that he really didn't even want the position. You hear me?
Yeah.
But once he got obsessed with having that power and everything else, and nobody else wanted to step up, it was kind of like he fell into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah, man. So I don't really know what to think. I don't know what to say, man. I just hope for the best. That's what I'm hoping for in 2025, man. I'm hoping all of these people, don't still be all sad. Like Sheryl Crow said, if it make you happy, it can't be that bad. You picked that, so roll with it.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I didn't see nothing looking like dude was really in it to win it. Nothing for all the people. So I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like my man's Brando, like they just dropped the ball. You just got to have some type of standard, man. And I feel like if you were really for all people, then what's the whole purpose of always throwing the jabs, the insults, and trying to tear people down? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you added to the corruption. What planet you been living on if you don't see how divided people are right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. I never heard nobody address that. What can we do
to help bring the country together and bring the people together
and repair the relations and make United States back what it was supposed to be? That's I will never say that it was great, but it was a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Taking people freedom away, like my man said. It was another video where he was like, back in his times, if you even mentioned something like that, man, with what United States stood for, it was all about having freedom of speech and expression,
right,
and all
and
of that.
being democratic.
It was like you would instantly lose your spot, be disqualified, void. People wouldn't even deal with you, whether they were white, black, Republican, or any of that.
Yeah, you talking about being like a dictator. Yeah,
man, that's a deal breaker from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, different times, I guess.
Yeah, if he can survive all that other stuff, man, like you say, felonies and
we got another little video we wanted to show with Joe Biden before he get up out of here, man. And the guy from the Midas Touch and Tennessee Brando was tripping out the same things that we were saying, like how Trump didn't, pass it over with open arms to Joe Biden, because we was like, now that it done happened, both of them was in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, who was it? It was
Trump had to hand it over to Biden.
Pass it over to Biden, and now Biden is passing it back over to Trump. Yeah. So they both had a chance to put it in each other's hands, and they were just showing the difference between how Joe Biden opened up to Trump and trying to make that transition as smooth as possible for him, and he never did the same thing or conceded, extended the invite or nothing. He just didn't handle it the same way.
Yeah.
And this is some of that interview.
Let's see.
Consequential. We're the most unique nation in the world. Every other nations come about as a consequence of ethnicity, religion, geography. We're the only one built on an idea. The idea is we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women are created equal, etc. We've never fully lived up to it. We've never walked away from it. And we have to keeping faith with that notion, even if the guy that's about to take office has a different view.
Final question. When history is all told, how do you want
is not my concern. My job is to make a transition workable and available and make sure, and he's beginning to adjust to it. He's beginning now to say to do background checks for his people and so on and so forth. The bottom line is that we can't keep this up. We can't keep up this childish game of walking away when you don't agree and not cooperating. Depending who you talk to, and I talk to a lot of Republicans, somewhere between, well, most people say 30% of the Republican Party is the MAGA Republicans now. And they are the Republican Party now. It's going to be interesting to watch what happens to the Republican Party if he tries to implement some of the things he said he was going to do. But it's important. The democratic institutions are consequential.
So yeah, that was part of him.
Yeah, man. And basically what he was saying is that there's no future in your front. Like,
right.
If we keep up and keep on going like we going, man, it just ain't gonna be no good to come out of this. And I believe that. And like he's saying, this coming from a career politician, his hands are tied on some levels, you know. So some of y'all gonna be let down because there's just no way possible until certain laws and everything get changed or go into effect that he'll be able to do some of the things that he said he's gonna do. There's just no way that he's gonna be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Joe Biden is basically just trying to prep people, like get them prepared to be let down.
Right.
Everything that y'all think is gonna be so great is gonna take time, and it's gonna take people having to come together. And that's the first thing that he should be trying to do before he should, you know, you can't strong arm your way into all these miraculous things happening. It's gonna have to be somewhere, the village, that team.
Right.
You're gonna have to put some people together.
You work with some people.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mend some relationships. You know what I'm saying? What they say, some of those bridges that have been torn down and burnt are gonna have to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, you're gonna have a hard time accomplishing a lot of this stuff that you're saying that you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Roll the next part of the clip.
All right. This is him in the beginning.
The one thing that I should have spent more time talking about is these things are going to take time to be put in place. For example, when we decide that we're going to build a computer chip factory outside of Columbus, and we're going to invest billions of dollars in construction of that facility, well, all the jobs are going to be created by the construction needed to do it. And then there's what they call fabs, these great big things, twice the size of football fields, where people are going to be making these computer chips. And guess what? The average salary is going to be $102,000. And you don't need a college degree. It's going to fundamentally change the community. But the problem is it's going to take time to get them up and going. The same with almost all the stuff we've done. And so I think the failure to connect between what was happening to the economy as a whole and what's going to happen to the middle-class Americans as a consequence of what we've done is going to take a little bit of time.
when the other guy, those out there.
And they're just your president basically just letting people know, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole process to doing things. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the hands of one person. And of course, your man's trying to stack the deck to make it that way, man. And that's anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't have nobody that you have to answer to, you could just call it down and do whatever else. Yeah, of course you're gonna make it seem like you're the best thing walking, but don't believe the hype. It's a little bit more to it, and it's more of a process. There's no way that all this stuff is going to be implemented on the first day, but you know,
I guess if you just say it enough, then you know.
people will believe you, or or be too scared to go against what you got to say. So that buddy hustling, we call it, getting
Right.
likes and all that on Facebook, and when you're on the bus and everybody get in your conversation and give you their head nod like you checking that food, you on the right demo.
Where to check that food?
Yeah, some of that type of stuff. Validation.
Mhm.
So that's what it's all about. We'll do what's popular. Everybody hating on him. F Biden and hers, F LeBron. We do whatever the internet say. We all puppets.
Wow.
Before we get out of here, man, we saw a video about them toxic relationships we be talking about, man. And this lady was talking about basically she was kind of going at the women and telling men what kind of woman to stay away from. I thought it was worth showing, and I thought it applied for men and women, bro. When she's saying leashes and broke ones and people that ain't doing good. I think it go all the way around the board, man. What's good for the goose, you hear me?
Yeah.
There's never no 50-50. Like I said, usually good relationships, the majority of them I see because somebody's dominating.
Mm-hmm.
Females are bred to, this world, it's like females are royalty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We all are Captain Save-A-Ho. We all are made to cater to them. That's what it's supposed to be. She's a woman, so she's supposed to be the queen of your world and everything else. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only way sometimes that relationships work to me is when somebody's being dominant. If you're doing what she say, catering to her or fulfilling her needs the way she wants you to, then she allow you to be part of her life and her world.
Right.
Like my man's at my job say, his girlfriend don't need him, she want him.
Right.
So if you doing right by me and you ain't bugging me too much, allow me to be the woman, the queen of the world, basically do whatever the hell I want to do, then I will allow you
right.
to be part of my world. I'll let you wear the title of being my little boyfriend. You hear me?
Wow.
every once in a while, we ain't like old school. We ain't finna cook for you, wash your clothes and nothing like that. But we'll let you wear the title. And every few days when we get that itch, we'll let you come through and we'll break you off a little something.
Right.
But other than that, ain't nothing popping. Ain't nothing popping. Ain't no such thing as no 50-50. If it is, then y'all blessed. Hold on to it. Because like I said, it's always somebody down. Or you have some type of fake bond. Y'all on drugs together. Or you can't turn your freak level down. All you worried about is knocking each other back out. And you're too scared because don't nobody else want you. So you hold on to it like you really got something. But you ain't got nothing. You're in a toxic relationship. And that's what I want to run this clip, man. Lady talking about 10 things men should avoid when it come down to women. And I feel the same thing. Vice versa. Avoid it when it come down to men too and all that other stuff.
Right on.
Roll it.
Rules for men. Never beg a woman for love. Never date a high maintenance woman. Never tolerate disrespect from a woman. Never beg a woman to stay who wants to leave you. Never date a broke woman. She is a financial vampire and a parasite. Never take back a woman who left you for another man. She's coming back to destroy you. Never expect a woman to rescue you from poverty. Never fight over a woman with a man. Never allow a woman to pay your bills. Never stay with an unhappy woman who gives you no peace.
No peace. Hey, that's really valuable information coming from a woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it 100. I think it go all the way across the board. I think the same stuff she said that applied to men dating certain kind of women, I think it go for women dating certain kind of men. You hear me?
True.
If y'all don't have no love, no bond, you don't need no leashes, you don't need no little boy, no little girl. If that person ain't grown enough to handle their own, get the hell away from them. You hear me?
Right.
All that stuff, you don't put drugs in front of a person that that's struggling with drugs, because that's putting them in a situation. You don't sit up and yell and cuss at somebody you love, put your hands on them, beat them and all that, anything like that. Like you used to tell me, bro, if it ain't good for you, it's bad.
Right.
Period. You hear me?
Yeah.
So y'all, all that, no, get away from them toxic relationships. And men and women, stop putting your mate in toxic relationships.
True.
Domestic violence ain't where it's at. That person ain't with you because they looking to get beat on and all that. They love you and they trying to have a decent relationship with you. So yeah, let's do better in 2025. Before we get out of here, man, I heard them talking on Ricky Smiley and they had like a list of things that it was coming straight from live women on the show
Mhm.
telling about like they basically their deal breakers and everything else. The 5 that the women was talking about, they was like they didn't want to be taken to like no bar or nothing. They like, I don't want to sit there and be smoking cigars and people loud
Uh-huh.
music. They want to go to a quiet place where y'all can talk, where y'all can kind of get to know each other. So that was one of their deal breakers.
Yeah.
They was like talking about your ex and past relationships was a deal breaker to them. You hear me?
Mhm.
They said talking about how much money you had is a deal breaker. They said because you ain't finna spend none of it.
Okay.
You just bragging, trying to get up in them droughs. They don't want to hear it. They said too much talking and not listening. They like if the conversation ain't directed towards what you want to talk about or all about you, then the person seemed kind of like disinterested. So that was it right there. They don't want to go to bars. They don't want to hear you talking about your past or your ex. They don't want to hear you. They said don't blow the horn when you come to pick them up either.
Right.
So them they 5 things that they talked about. They don't want to go to no bar. Don't be talking about your ex. Don't blow no horn. Don't be bragging about your money, and do a little bit of listening and not so much talking. That was the ladies' beef.
That's fair.
They couldn't figure out too many with the men. The men was like, we pretty much the same. They were saying they pretty much agree with the 5 that the ladies said. So just to try to switch it up a little bit, I came with some of the ones that I thought that are deal breakers with me as far as when it come down to women.
Mhm.
Number 1 is just being distracted, man, just looking too thirsty. Get your head off a swivel. I can't stand being around them females that look like they just trying to look at everything that's moving.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they half naked and trying to get too much attention. I don't like them thirsty looking females. Another one. Too much makeup, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that. I'm sick of the bat wings flapping, the eyelashes and all that. Go back to some natural, man. I'm like Kendrick. Give me some stretch mark. You hear me?
Yeah.
I want some bathing suit with some of them not just side. No, I'm just joking, y'all. But no, too much makeup and all that. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Another one that I thought should have been on both people's list, lying, man.
Mhm.
I don't like lying. You know,
Nah.
they was like they had a lot of females. They said just lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
For-
because you
for no
halfway
reason.
cute. You know.
Yeah.
I was a stunt double for Halle Berry. I used to shoot videos, and I did this. They said so. Lying
Yeah.
was one of the ones that they did put on their list. Not represent yourself as a lady, man. They like all that getting loud, talking with your hands, grabbing her. You hear me
Mhm.
being all ghetto. They're like, that's not ladylike. That's kind of unattractive right there. And I can't remember what I had on my last one, but that was definitely some of the ones I had. Just being too thirsty, too much makeup, the line, and
That
all that.
unladylike for me, that's worth 2 of them, bro. Loud and just
Yeah.
contentious. Nah.
Yeah. So that's just some of the things right there. All right, man. Well, yeah, y'all. That's just a little recap of this year's show, man. A lot of stuff taking off, man. The food truck been good and all that, man. So we're gonna try to keep it going and do a little bit better this next year.
Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here, man, we want to run a list of some of the people that we had lost this year, y'all, because you know that's just a big thing at the end of the year. You know, we gotta start this next year without some people. So we're gonna run that list, y'all, and y'all take care of yourself. See y'all next year, and we hope for the best. This has been Mikey Justice from our boy Phil. Merry Christmas, everybody. We appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll catch y'all in 2025. Peace.